I was told no. I wouldn't have been as aggressive with even building this thing if somebody didn't say no. If I wasn't 3 years back on signing big contracts in the CFL and all those times where they said, no, you can't have, I wouldn't have put that much effort into this.
Look, this isn't just a podcast, this is motivation. They be like, Rez training who? I just know they hate it. We ain't being patient, cause that mean that we be waiting. We just seeing greatness, I don't want it if it's painless. But that's in the past tense. Since I put the weed down, I've been snapping. Always had the tools to make it happen. Whether it was playing ball or in rapping. Wasn't one box, these carrots can have me trapped in. The cycle of a black man, I'm just trying to break it. All by myself, with them L's I had to face it. Life is what you make it, you can't let nobody take it. Gotta watch out for them papers, stack your bread, don't stay complacent. God's gift.
Welcome back to ShowTime Speaks, the Keep Going podcast, baby. We back in the building. Come on. Hey, it's been a minute since I did a good one like that, man. Hey, man, what's going on, man? Fellas, what's going on? Kenny, like Matt, what's going on?
Your voice is fully back.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm definitely not straining. I'm definitely back in the building. Yeah. We're not going to talk about.
Let's be real. You know I got you turned up. That's why you did it like that, bro.
Let's just go into it because let me tell y'all what happened before we even got on the show. Before we got on the show, Kenny, he down there in 90-degree weather. He feeling good. He out there teaching classes. He feeling the good vibes. And this dude came on with a white beater. He came on the show with the beater.
Ooh, what's wrong with that, bro?
Explain what you did. Explain what you did and what you said.
I came on here with a beater on because I'm out here, bro. I'm out here. I'm doing me. That's me. I'm in Miami, 90-degree weather. I'm like, let me come in here with a beater on. I got the Rez chain popping out, the chest all. I'm like, man, all right. She get all in his feelings. Oh my God, bro, put a shirt on. You really was going to come in here with? We got big time. This is me.
I fully supported it.
Okay.
This is me. It's all good, though.
Listen, man, if you haven't already subscribed to the show, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and always remember, man, come on, go get that Keep Going merch and stop playing. Come on, man.
Yes,
come
indeed.
on, man.
Yes,
Kenny,
indeed.
what's going on? What's going on in your world right now?
Everything good, bro. Everything's great, man. Same old good. Hey, each and every week things is getting better and better. I'm enjoying the process. It's going great, bro. But just like you, man, subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Been getting some more subscribers.
Yeah, man.
Also got another idea coming up. I ain't gonna spill out yet, but it's gonna be probably part of the Patreon, but more on the virtual side. But yeah, lock in Patreon/RezCamp or look at the link in my bio on Instagram.
1000%, man. We definitely going to try to tap into some of the social media stuff today. Really going to kind of dive into like our perspectives with the growth, the disadvantages, some of the things that we kind of go through. Before we even get to that, Matt, what's going on? How you doing, man?
Honestly, I feel like you just asked me that question yesterday. So I feel like these weeks are like days anymore.
They're going fast, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's when you're just trying to figure things out and working, and it's just.
1000%.
I look forward to this, but it also feels like we're doing it.
Nah, man, it's happening, man. Every single week, I feel like it's growing, it's getting bigger. I'm out there in the field doing some work, building the relationships with the people. Truly just seeing, watching, feeling ShowTime Speaks being built right in front of our faces. And it's just extremely exciting to have everybody be a part of it. We're going to give y'all a little sneak peek of, somebody who's been helping us throughout this whole journey. Not this whole journey, but the last, couple of months within season 3. We're going to introduce him later on in the show. But before we do that, we always get to this point of the show where we talk about the sponsor. And before we even get to it, I just want to show this video first, and then we'll talk about COZZI Jewelers. Man, big shout out to the jeweler that keeps us cool. I mean, COZZI, man, the big sponsor on the show, you know, he lost his dad this past weekend, and it truly hit the heart. And family-owned business, and when we talk about this every single week, we've been talking about it. We've been giving energy to it for so many weeks, and almost a year and a half now, it feels like. And what he means to what we are building, it means everything. You know, I remember the story about when I first had the encounter with him, even bringing ShowTime Speaks to the forefront, and how the relationship kind of started through Kenny and how it transpired and where it went to. I remember when we talked about him coming on board and doing business with us and doing business with each other, and he talked about how before we do anything, I got to bring it to my dad. And once he took it to his dad, and we met twice, and once his dad approved, like, let's do this, his dad is a big part of why COZZI Jewelers is a part of ShowTime Speaks. And I can't thank him enough. I talk to Paul all the time, and I tell him how much he means to not only to me as a business partner, but as family. You know what I'm saying? I really, my heart goes out to you, big dog, and I just want you to know that this movement that we've been building for this time frame that we've been building it for, it's meant more to me than it ever could, man. And to hear you talk about your father to me about what he has said about both me and Kenny, man, it gets me emotional just even thinking about, like, man, he thought really highly of us, bro. And the messages that little COZZI said to me about what Big COZZI said, it just hits my heart, man, that somebody like really truly believed in a kid from Philly, a kid from Conshohocken, two kids just trying to find a way and dream and have something with purpose and meaning. And they've been investing in this, and we've been investing back into each other. And I just want to say thank you, Big COZZI. And, you know, rest in peace to your beautiful soul. And I'm going to continue to scream, the jeweler that keeps us cool. Oops, I meant COZZI. Stop playing. Come on, man. Just so much love, man. I definitely, you know, like Kenny, like, man, I definitely want to hear, you know, your part of the story of, you know, Big COZZI and just COZZI in general, bro.
Nah, for sure, man. And I always think about this, bro. Like, I still remember when COZZI hit me up randomly,
Yeah,
like,
man.
in my DM, like, yo, Kenny, I'm just reaching out. I do custom pieces. That at the time, you know, I always said I was gonna get a custom piece, but I never pulled the trigger. But I linked y'all two up, and I honestly, truly believe, bro, that things happen for a reason, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way that, like, even like I might have met him once, and it even goes back to this, bro. COZZI hit me up, right? And then my dad was looking for an engagement ring for his wife, my stepmom now. And he went in COZZI's shop, and COZZI said to my pop, yeah, man, do you know, like, you from Conshohocken? Do you know this guy named Kenny Williams? He was like, that's my son. So it's like, everything is crazy, bro. Everything happens for a reason. So, like, I truly believe that COZZI is in both of our lives for a reason, and I'm so grateful that me and you both got a chance to actually meet
man.
Big Coz when
man.
they had that event at his shop.
Man.
Great dude, we chopping it up,
Yeah,
and
bro.
even their whole family, bro. They was like treating us like family in there, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like they already knew us.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, his little daughter smiling, his wife, like,
Yeah, bro.
so. I definitely appreciate them. I definitely appreciate everything they've done for us. And again, rest in peace. And we always gonna rock with him no matter what. For sure, he family. For sure.
1000%, man. You know, we just talk about these relationships, and, you know, even, you know, the relationship with Matt, and relationship with all us, you know, the people who sponsor and help, you know, make this whole thing possible. George, I see you, man. We thank you, and we appreciate you. Got your message too, man. want to tell you how much we appreciate you for even saying what you said in that voice memo. And like, you know, that's truly what we've been building, man. We building a community of people who are vulnerable, people who are authentic, and people who just, man, we just laying our heart out on the lawn and just talking freely about how we feeling and in the direction that we trying to go in. Like I said, man, this thing is all about finding a way to keep going. And it's truly special to be a part of this. And we're welcoming more sponsors. We're welcoming more people who want to come be a part of this journey. Guests, whoever, man, just come with the right intentions. Come with love, man, because like I said, man, what we're building is really truly headed in the right direction. As we transition to things, man, want to really extend this conversation of love and relationship and things that we're building. We got Austin in the building, man. Big shout out to Austin, man. He's been a friend of me and Kenny, longer with Kenny, and he's been a tremendous help within the show these last few months. Has been, you know, behind the scenes doing a lot of work. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Austin, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? I appreciate you. I just wanted to say Kenny is more than a friend, man. Kenny's family.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Sheed, your friend, but soon to be family. I can feel it.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm just happy to be here, man.
Yeah, man. We definitely appreciate you coming, bro. Just give the people a gist of what you've been doing, how you've been seeing things, how you've been incorporating and trying to find your way through this whole thing and within ShowTime Speaks. Just talk about how you saw things coming in versus where you are now, man. Talk about it, bro.
Yeah. So what I do for a living is I work with SEO, digital marketing. I help businesses and companies build online presence. Kenny, I kind of started working with Kenny a little bit, trying to help him with his social media and grow it a little bit.
Yeah.
He introduced me to Sheed and ShowTime Speaks.
Yeah, man.
And I started doing the same thing for you, man. Man, when I first met you, bro,
it's crazy, man.
I thought you were just a typical athlete, you know, very emotionally driven.
Yeah.
Very focused on you.
Yeah.
And just what you got going on. And the more time I've spent with you and been around Kenny, I realized that you're just so much more, bro. You don't even worry about you that much. You worry about others.
Yeah, bro.
And all you want to do is inspire and lift up the person next to you. And that's all I want from the people who I surround myself with.
Nah, man, that's love, man.
Of course, bro.
Dang, man. Just even hearing like you say that, man, and it's crazy because just watching how you and Kenny and your relationship kind of been over the years, and I kind of, you know, I was like, man, like, yo, Austin feel like he a smart dude. Like he be getting to it. He be doing a lot of, he got a lot of motion. He's doing this, he's doing that. I mean, like, man, I just want to say thank you publicly for what you've been doing on the show, with cutting up, you know, like, I mean, every single week you've been on it. I mean, coming out to record me speak this past week. I mean, that experience, you getting a chance to be a part of that. Like, I want you to talk about that experience for you too, because that was different for me. I never really had, you know, I never really had somebody really come out other than Bernard, my boy, come out and record and do something like that.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't leave me out.
My fault. Kenny came and record. Kenny records too. But it was a pleasure to have you out there. I want to hear you talk about your experience and what you're trying to really do, man.
Yeah. So first, I appreciate you saying I come off smart, like I have everything together, because I truly don't.
Yeah.
I definitely put in work and like to educate myself, and I'm always growing. But I feel lost at this moment. I'm in a transitional phase of my life, just like we all are, kind of trying to pivot from this SEO, digital marketing for random businesses to more social media based and building things with people that I love and helping inspire people rather than sell things on Amazon. And I truly don't feel like I'm there yet. So that's why I don't feel like I'm fully there, but I appreciate you saying all that.
No doubt, man. What's something about you that people don't know? You know, I know you just said that, you know, you're a person right now that's really in that transitional phase of trying to figure out what you want to do. Where is the direction and what are you thinking? Like what's on your mind? Like you have a timeline on what you want to do? And, you know, also I want to hear from Kenny too, because, you know, like you guys had a relationship for so long. I definitely want to hear about how y'all two met in the relationship and how it is, man.
for sure.
Nah, I was gonna say Oz definitely. Oz is my brother, bro. Me and Oz been rocking since I want to say like either 8 years old. Nah, not 8. Whoever the 65 pounds is.
Since the sandbox, bro.
Yeah. So we was on the same little league team. And my first year
Who was
on
better?
the 65, Oz was that dude. Oz was the quarterback, and I was the running back.
Oh, okay.
Now,
All
I mean,
right.
so-
All right.
Yeah,
So it's a team.
Oz was like that, bro.
Nah,
Oz was
That's something.
like
that's something,
a top athlete
Okay.
for
All
sure.
right.
Like
that's something I also wanted
he
to
was
talk
one of them
about.
ones for sure. Lefty quarterback and all that.
All right.
Won the champion. We got 2 championships together and all that. And ever since then, bro, Miss Stacy, like my second mom, his mom, I used to stay at his crib every weekend. Every weekend I used to stay at his crib. And I just remember we used to be playing the video games all the time. I used to go upstairs and steal all the snacks. I used to have all these, they used to have all the snacks at his crib. And I used to take all these snacks, put them in my shirt, go downstairs. And I just remember just like having fun, bro, and just just being family, bro, all the way until high school until now, bro. So like
Yeah, bro.
when he hit me up, we always like I'm not never saying like we went distance from each other because we always stayed connected, but like recently he hit me up and just like, yo, bro, like I want to help. And I'm like, bro, I need help. And from there, we just been here now, bro.
Yeah, so first off, I want to say, your family when you could go in someone's cupboard without asking and taking all the snacks. That's when you know
Real
your
life.
family, bro. That's when you're part of the family.
Facts.
And yeah, bro, I would consider I was very good at sports at a young age, just like Kenny. But I kind of teetered out earlier than Kenny. I kind of started falling away from sports around freshman year, sophomore year. I did start one varsity football game as a freshman though. Kenny was there.
Smallest one on the field, too.
I had an interception too. Had a pick. But after that, my sports career kind of went downhill from concussions and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when I was lost, right? Like kind of where Sheet is now, retiring, finding that transition from.
I ain't retired yet.
I mean, yeah, sorry. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. But trying to find that transition from being an athlete to being more than an athlete, right?
Yeah.
I started at a young age, and kind of like Kenny said, that's when we started kind of going separate ways because I got into that party lifestyle, got into just things that truly weren't me.
Yeah.
But I went a different route. Kenny always stayed true to that sports mentality, which I always admired. And as of recently, I have felt very lonely and lost just in life because a lot of the friends I've made through that party scene weren't real. And Kenny was one of the first people that I tried to reach out to and connect with when I was trying to reposition my life and be around people that I care about and that I know are positive influences.
Wow.
And then that led me here.
Man, that's
crazy. I didn't know that.
that's love, man. You shared a story right before we started, and you talked about how you felt when you came and recorded hearing me speak.
Yeah. Let's get to that.
Talk about being behind the camera, hearing me give that kind of speech in front of the kids in my realm, not podcasts, just in the realm of being able to give it back to the kids.
I was honored that you even asked me to be a part of that. It was beautiful, man. I said earlier, I don't go to church. I'm not religious. I never really hear people preach or hear pastors or hear people with really motivational real motivational conversations.
Yeah.
And bro, the way you touched all the kids and all the high school kids and the way you really broke them down emotionally. And when I walked into that school, man, I saw a school full of kids who were shiesties, had their hoods up, were hiding their faces, trying to be hard, walking around like they were tough.
Yeah.
And during your speech, I saw every single one of them slowly break. I saw some cry.
Yeah, bro.
I saw some cry. I saw some asking questions to themselves, asking questions to their friends. It was, like I said, I'm not religious, but it was God, bro.
Yeah, man.
And then there was at one point in the Q&A, I remember just some old lady came out of nowhere. She wasn't even a part of anything. She came from heaven.
Yeah, it was a magical moment.
And she took the mic and she told a story of herself and how she had to keep going in life and apart. And
when she doubted herself.
When she doubted herself, where she had to keep going and push forward.
Bro.
And that's where brought her to being a teacher now and working at that school.
Yeah,
and
bro.
then she just left. She didn't even stay
It's
for
like
the
she
rest
just-
of the conversation.
She just disappeared.
She
yo.
came in.
Really?
Nah,
she walked in.
It was a magical,
took the mic.
spiritual moment.
She walked in,
Yeah.
took the mic from Sheed, told her story,
Yep.
gave it back, and then left. And she
And it was
truly,
it was so graceful too.
it was truly angelic.
Yeah, it
like
was.
like I said, I'm not too religious.
Yeah.
But I felt God in that room,
Yeah, that's
in that
love.
conversation,
That's
and I
love.
felt it from her. I felt it from you, and I truly feel like that's your passion, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Like that, hearing that side of it is a different realm for me because when I'm in those modes, even like when we're in here, man, it's a blackout phase of just being in that moment and being in that time. I think, you know, like we talk about these relationships, when we talk about how we build this thing, social media has been truly a big force in this whole thing and helping this thing grow. I just want to hear your input on social media or just internet itself when it comes to how it works, how you think about it, how you see it, how you view it. I kind of want to hear everybody kind of talk about their feelings towards it. Kenny, Matt, like, because I think that this is something that a lot of us we're struggling with it, but once you figure it out, you got it. So I want to hear what you got to say about that, man.
So I think as a society as a whole, we are losing community.
Yeah.
And
100%.
and yeah, we can get into why that is another time, but I feel like
Yeah.
we're losing community. And I feel social media is such an easy way to build and establish community.
Yeah.
And I feel like it has this stigma, it's almost negative. It's like, oh, you're always on Instagram, or you're always on this, always on this. And it can be, depending how you use it. But if you use it in the way that we're using, like a business to inspire,
Yeah.
to connect to people, I think it's one of the best tool humans have created recently.
Yeah, I think obviously being on social media for 12 years now straight, like the way that you're doing it, Sheed, is the right way. It's the same because your goal with every post is to bring value to the person on the other side, right?
Yeah.
And I think what you're saying, Austin, we're losing community because everybody wants to go viral.
Yeah.
That
Because they want the clout or the idea that they're going to grow fast. But the biggest thing with the difference between growing a community and going viral is that the viral's short-lived and you
Yeah.
might gain followers from it.
Yeah.
But there's no substance to it.
To keep, yeah.
So it's like, okay, now 10,000 people followed me because I hit 2 million people
Yeah.
on a post, right?
Mm-hmm.
But those 10,000 people have no relationship with you whatsoever. So
Yeah.
you want to sell them a hoodie
Yeah.
or anything. You start promoting anything that you're actually doing. They don't
Yes.
care about
No.
you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like, it's better to have 5,000 people. And this is what brands don't understand too. And this is what I love about like COZZI and brands that actually jump on
Yes, man.
shows that are small, like still growing and
Yeah.
just starting out, because every follower is so important and they're so connected to the content.
Community.
Yeah, because it's a community. It's a friendship. So this podcast and smaller shows, they have that. They have something special. So, you know, I can totally understand what you're saying about the community part of the whole thing.
And I wasn't even really fully referring to community through social media that we're lacking. I feel like community in real life through like back in the day, I feel like the church was a huge place for free community. People could just go there and do things.
Yeah.
People don't really do that much anymore. That's kind of faded out from society.
Well, they do it online, though.
Yeah, some do it online.
Yeah.
But yes, and besides church, outside of that, third spaces like the gym, you
Yeah.
can't really talk
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
The
There's
sauna.
The
The
sauna.
sauna, definitely, man. I've built a lot of relationships through that way, man. But my fault to cut you off, but
No, you're
like
good.
when we talk about that community, when we talk about that, like, yo, like the idea that like I had this idea about ShowTime Speaks that started from Kenny saying, Sheed, I need you to speak in front of the camera, going from that to this to this to that, and building it from there, the authenticity from that, and then being able to sit with somebody like COZZI Jewelers, and for him to sit there and believe in something that we got going on, man, like that turns me up, man, because like somebody believed in you before the thing became big.
Big, yeah.
And What's even more important about that is you were able to see those signs.
Yeah.
You were able to tap into the people believing in you, the people, Kenny telling you to do this.
Yeah.
A lot of people get those things. People tell them to do things. People are like, oh, you'll be great at this. You'll be great at this.
Yeah.
But how many people are aware and open-minded enough to embrace it
and do it,
do it, and then follow through and stay consistent with it, which you have. And that's why you inspire me, bro. You and Kenny both, and Matt. Oh, you three inspire me big time.
Yo.
And Sheed, I think the cool thing about this whole thing is like between both is happening organically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
It's not happening like Matt said, like going viral, then big. Like even with me, bro. Like I'm looking at like my followers. It's like it's from the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything from the mud. Like. And sometimes I be thinking, I'm like, dang, 14,000 followers. Like, I never, that's a lot of followers.
And they all love you, bro.
And it's, you know what I mean? And it's organic, though. It's nothing like you got all these people posting and it's just like organically growing throughout the year. So, like, I think it's cool. Like, social media crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Because, like, and I know we're going to get into other things about it, but, like, it's just like, because you can get in your head about a lot of things too.
Talk about that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, because I look at how I started, like you talked about how you started Showtime Speaks. I'm telling you to talk in front of the camera. I started Razcamp from, you know, I needed an internship to graduate from college. Boom. Then I'm at the internship. I had Ship come up to the internship.
Yeah.
He called it. I said, bro, can you see me doing this? He said, yes. He called the Razcamp. He went with it. And I had that in my mind. All right, I'm locked into this joint. And I was just heavy social media girl, bro. Like I'm posting. When I first started out, bro, I'm posting every single, like, you welcome to Razcamp.
Yeah.
Welcome to Razcamp.
Yeah.
So welcome to Razcamp.
Yeah.
And that made people want to be a part of something.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Community.
And then you're seeing all the workouts, the 4 a.m. workout, then boom, boom, boom. And I'm still doing that, but like, I'm just thinking back then,
Yes.
I really didn't care.
Yes.
Yep.
You feel me? I didn't care. Then I felt like
You have faith.
when I started getting more followers or something, like when I felt like I had more eyes on me, I started to be like tedious about what I posted because I started worrying about what other people thought.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Like, dang, like,
Come on, man.
is this a drawing post?
Come on, man.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you kind of get in your head. Like, but now I'm back to a phase. I go through phases.
Yes.
Now I'm like, man, you know what? I'm back on my post because I know when I do hop in that bag, again, the followers start getting, the more clients, have people in my DMs.
Yes.
But then I don't know. Like sometimes I just be like, dang, like you getting it. I get in my head for some reason.
We all do, bro.
For some reason, I don't know
So
why.
look, Kenny, Matt, take the floor, man. Take it. Because I feel like this is the conversation that I feel like for almost a year and a half or however long it's been, you have been a strong encouragement when it has come to this. I really want you to talk about your attitude, how you approach social media, how you approach this thing, and how you got that $1 million plaque on the wall, man. Talk about it, man.
I wish it was $1 million plaque.
Well, you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I think so. That's the first thing I was going to say to Kenny is it's about the people you surround yourself with too. Like he was doing it. You were doing it a lot more on your own at the beginning. And then you start surrounding yourself with people that probably have different opinions, or you get followers that are maybe a little bit higher caliber and you're afraid of what they're thinking. Yeah. So you start thinking about other people. Like, I think one of the best gifts, you know, and I'll talk about my dad who passed away. But one of the best gifts I got as a kid was that he constantly would just say to me, like, they're just jealous. Like, anybody, like if anybody was ever like talking shit or like whatever, you know, like he would just say they're just jealous. And like, so I built that mindset of like, not to like take what other people are saying or like worrying about what other people are saying and just do what you love. And as long as you're doing it from an honest perspective and you truly do want to bring something to the person on the other end, I do feel like no one can stop that. You know what I mean? Like, so when I started posting videos, I I only thought about the people that wanted to learn, not the people that I'm trying to impress or that were my mentors or any of that stuff. Like I never really thought about them.
Yeah.
I thought about actually trying to teach and that's what I love doing.
That's
So-
it right
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Right there. One of the things I struggle with posting is feeling the judgment from the people from my past.
Yeah.
Like my high school people.
Yeah.
When in reality, those aren't even the people I'm trying to reach, right? I'm trying to reach a whole new audience. So why
Yeah.
would I worry about the people who are going to be the past?
Yeah.
And also the people who hate and judge are people who can't do what you're doing.
1000%, man. Like when we talk about this topic, like I've been challenged by all three of you guys individually. Kenny, you've challenged me in a way where get it done. Let's like whatever you need to do, you need to find a way to get it done. Matt, I mean, like it'd be times where you didn't answer the phone and I had to go figure it out. Austin, like I remember you came here that one time when you first started and you was like, yeah, like my girl's page she's got more followers than your, and it hit something in my bones. Like, hold on, like I'm about to turn this thing up then. Like, hold on, I'm gonna figure it out. And when it comes to the social media game, because it's wins and losses in this thing, the biggest thing is staying consistent.
Yep.
And then losing the emotional attachment to something that you think people care. Like in your mind, but nobody cares. I watch all these YouTube videos and teaching different things and have talked to Matt, have talked to Austin, talked to Kenny. And a lot of this stuff that I've learned and I've taught myself is that like, yo, people don't care. Post it.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
I always think you're not that important.
You're not.
Like people are not paying attention to you.
And
but
you systematically think that
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
And the algorithms, it knows that.
Yeah.
And it wants you to, it's meant for you to break what you think and go about with like, this is the system. And the system is what pushes your content. And like, I'm a strong believer of it now because I'm a witness of seeing the ShowTime Speaks page has grown. Oh my goodness, yo, it's going crazy.
When I first came here, we were at like 600. That's
Exactly.
when I called you out. I didn't mean to call you out.
No, but that was good.
You were at 600.
Yes.
You've been working for a couple years, maybe.
Yes.
On and off.
On and off.
What I was showing you was something that I had been working on for 2 months. So I was just comparing that. Yeah, we've been doing this for 2 months.
Yes.
You've been at it for a couple years.
Yeah.
Let's build.
And just even alone, even when you get people around you and they start saying certain things that trigger you, it's a matter of what are you going to do with that information? Are you going to pout about it or are you going to do something about it?
Exactly.
And like, I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen within this group of ShowTime Speaks, and we're missing a few people, Christina, and we got BXA Digital that's not here. But like, everybody is trying to find a different way to make this thing better and make ourselves individually better. And just watching it as a whole, when we talk about keep going, bro, it is the whole cycle of the team. It's not just an alone battle, man. I can sit here and talk so highly about everybody that's on this show right now. But Matt, like, bro, you've really been a strong advocate to help me. Like, I'll tell you, like I said, sometimes you don't answer. It'd be the best thing for me because I take it as a challenge. I'm going to go figure it out.
That's like that was what blows my mind about people that want to start something and then, but they rely on everybody else's opinions about everything. Like just figure it out. Like, and that there's nothing better than figuring it out. Like
1000%.
I definitely feel like when I was, like there's the jealousy part or don't worry about the other people. And then there's the thinking in your mind, like somebody's telling me I can't do this. Or like I said, I worked for a big company.
Yes.
And I was waiting for them to give me what I was working for. And I never got it.
Real.
And I worked every day.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I was traveling. I was in my car every weekend working for this company as a second job, like just trying to was a hair company, and I was trying to so I was in salons every weekend.
Yeah.
I was doing the most classes of the whole entire company. And it just never, every time the phone would ring, I thought it was like the opportunity that I wanted. I wanted to be on a DVD. Like, you guys remember DVDs?
Yeah, I remember DVDs.
So,
you old, huh?
I'm old. Yeah. So they had these like educational DVDs, and all I wanted was to be on one of those DVDs. I looked up to everybody that was on those, and I never got the phone call for 10 years. And then it was 2012, and I said, you know what? I like filming stuff. I like editing. I'm going to make my own video, you know? And that's when I put out my first educational video on YouTube to teach and to do what I wanted. And I also made a DVD. I made my own DVD because I'm like, you know what? And I did it exactly the same way that this company did, the same way I would have wanted it to be on there. And I put it out, and I got 100 views in the first week. And I said to myself, wow. Like, where a lot of people go, I didn't get 1 million views, so like now I'm upset about it. Like, for me, I was driving in my car, teaching 4 people at a time, driving 3 hours to get there, you know? So it's my whole day, and I taught 4 people, and everything I said to those 4 people, no one will ever hear again because it wasn't recorded. When you realize that you put out content, and now we're talking 12 years later, and those videos are still getting hundreds of thousands of views a month on YouTube. And all that stuff I said, all that work I put in has now built up, and it's multiplied.
Yeah.
And now we're building platforms on that work, and we're building AI characters on that.
Yeah, man.
You know, like I'm creating an AI version of myself that I'll try to, you know, try to stay relevant, you know, as you get older. But you think about all that work that you put in when you're speaking it. It's one thing. When you're recording it and capturing it, it's forever.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yo.
And 2 things. First, 100 people, right? Doesn't seem like that much on social media because we see millions, we see 100,000.
Yeah.
But 100 people is a lot of people. If you're if 100 people listening to you, you're touching a lot of people. 100 people in this room fills this room.
Nah, facts.
So 100 people is a lot.
Yeah.
And
Nah,
and
that's
then the other
facts.
thing is what you taught yourself clearly at a young age is now you own that.
Yep.
You do the DVD before for that company. That's the company's property.
Yeah.
You can't. What are you going to build off that? What's there for Matt? You're just a part of their system. But instead, you build something on your own.
I'm so grateful that I never got what I wanted.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
my God,
Exactly.
that's crazy.
That's
Think
beautiful.
about it.
That's
Oh my
life.
God. Yo,
Think
wait,
about
where is it? Where is it? Where's the come on button? I can't find it. There it is. It's not even going to play, but that's a come on moment right there.
Yeah.
And I really feel like that's where we
Think
all
about it.
are at this
Can-
table.
Wait.
If I would have gotten the job, I'd still probably be doing that job right now.
Exactly. That's where we all
And people
are.
don't know, like in my life, you know, me and Christina have been able to build a pretty nice, like, you know, things that I never really thought I would ever be able to build. Well, not that I didn't think it, but you know,
It's hard to believe.
You just think about where I grew up in a town of 700 people, and like just like I just never would have thought that we'd build what we built, and it's all because somebody said no. Like I said I had launched a YouTube channel. I'd love for you guys to sponsor, and they were like, no.
And they didn't see your vision.
No, they saw it 3 years later and they sponsored,
Well,
you know?
After you did it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and that price was up, huh, man?
Yeah,
When
that
you-
price was way up.
And-
Come on, man. Come on. Yo.
Matt, what you just said, I feel like relates to all of us. Every single person at this table right now.
Yeah.
Like Sheed with football sports, Kenny, the no got us here.
Yeah. And I had a company right when I had started that, and I told you this, and they sponsored me. They sponsored me for right away. It was a salon furniture company, and they furnished my salon, and they invested in my podcast, and like it was all from just meeting the guy at a hotel one night at a hair show, and he was just like, I see what you're doing, and I want to be a part of it, and he sponsored me literally until about 2 months ago when they sold their company, but for 10 years.
Wow.
Every month sponsored everything I was doing, supported everything I was doing. And like, those are the people. It's the COZZIs that see the vision. You know what I mean? They see the person.
Yeah.
They invested. And that's what I wanted to say to you. COZZI, they're obviously sponsoring the podcast, but they're investing in the person.
Yes.
You know? So.
And Sheed's a good person to invest in if you ask me.
It's what we're all doing.
I would
we're all
invest in-
investing in.
I'm here investing
what
in
this is.
Sheed.
Yeah.
Yo.
Exactly. And Kenny.
And Kenny, of course.
Man, like, yo, this conversation, you know, even taking that trip down to WIP.
Yeah.
Meeting a guy, not by accident, but on purpose, purposefully. On the second row, he's sitting behind me. Big shout out to Dave. Asked me to come down to WIP. I'm sitting there with some executives. And we're talking about ShowTime Speaks, man. We talking about something that had a small mustard seed vision for it. And like the craziest thing that this guy said when we were talking, and I was giving him the whole spiel about what we doing, what we building, how we building this thing, and what it's structured to be like and how we doing it. He said, I've been watching you for the last 2-3 months. I've been seeing your content for the last 2-3 months. They watching you. What you gonna do? Like, and we talk about it because somebody said no. Like Matt just said that, and I've been sitting here trying to just not untie my shoes and go crazy, like, because I was told no. I wouldn't have been as aggressive with even building this thing if somebody didn't say no. If I wasn't 3 years back on signing big contracts in the CFL and all those times where they said, no, you can't have, yo, I wouldn't have put that much effort into this. The same thing when it goes to you, Kenny, like, bro, like, you've been told no, and you said, you know what? I'm getting up out of here and I'm going to go to Florida and I'm going to go bet on myself. And even in the midst of all this, bro, we hurting right now. Pockets hurting, feeling like we losing, but we really winning.
We got faith.
But you're doing what you love.
Doing what we love, man. I'm turned up in here, man.
The rest comes.
Yes.
You know?
And bro, it takes faith. And you believe in yourself. Kenny believes in himself. Matt believed in himself. There's a lot of people who have these opportunities to go out on their own, but they don't believe in themselves. Instead, they're like, no, I need that job to keep me safe. I need that company because it keeps me safe. But you don't, bro. All you need is yourself. And that's faith, bro. And that's what inspires me, bro. Because I don't have that much faith in myself naturally. But seeing how much faith y'all have in yourselves forces it in me.
Yeah, man.
Bro, that's crazy. Cause I was just talking to Dev yesterday. My boy Dev, shout out to Emotional Habits.
Emotional Habits, man.
And I was telling him, I'm like, cause you know, he trying to grow his brand and stuff like that. And I was explaining to him, I'm like, dang, bro, like cause you know, I started out with Res Camp, like just training with Res Camp, and then I had that school job for security. And then I quit the school job and then went back to just straight training full time. I'm like, dang, bro, like I really been doing this for the past 4 or 5 years, but no, you know what I mean?
What is this though? You've been believing in yourself.
Believing, yeah, but I'm just saying though, like,
yeah.
Sometimes like, and even I talked about this last week, sometimes like, when I'm here, even here right now, I'm like, dang, I was applying to corporate jobs,
Talk about it.
Because I'm thinking like, dang, bro, I don't got no money, no nothing. Like,
yeah, man.
I need to pay rent out here. Like, I don't got my clientele yet, da-da-da. And I ain't never have to do that. Like, I never applied to to be real, bro, I never applied to a job besides PW, but PW, that job was already given to me because I was, you know what I mean? Didn't really have to apply to jobs. So I'm here applying to jobs. Cool. I had an interview, kind of interview with Celsius, bro. I'm on the phone with Celsius.
Talk about it.
Bro, I'm on the phone with Celsius. Because in my head, I'm like, all right, if I'm going to get a job or some type of corporate job, I wanted to kind of be still in my field where, you know, it's kind of connected. So I'm thinking, all right, Celsius is a sports drink. All right, I'm thinking how I can use them, how they use me. If I get into Celsius, I can use them to sponsor my camps that's how I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's good.
But when I got that call from the dude, because I was on LinkedIn, I'm just DMing people, yo, man, like, I just moved to Florida. I need work. Like, I need help. But I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to send you I'm random dude, bro. Random dude. Yo, I'm gonna send you a resume right to the dude in Boca Raton. Like, I'm gonna send it right to him. He put it at the top of the list. And within 3 days, I had a call with the I don't know, it was the vice president, the high, I don't know who it was. Long story short,
Talk about what he said.
I'm talking to this dude on the phone. And this had me turned up.
Come on.
Talking to him on the phone. I'm giving him my background. He's like, yeah, like, I ain't gonna say his name. So-and-so, put your, as soon as I got on the camera, we on FaceTime, matter of fact. Let me bring it back. I turned the camera on because it's like a video call. Right away, he's like, yeah, Kenny, this is not gonna be a video call. You can turn your camera off. So I'm like, dang, like, what you could have just called my number for all that. First thing that had me loyal. Second thing, he like, yeah, man, so-and-so is a very high person in Celsius, and whatever he says, like, you know, we value, so the pressure's on you. I said, pressure? I said, in all due respect, sir, like, it's a privilege to be under pressure where I'm from. Let's get to it. Nice. I mean, I'm just giving the whole story about me. Like, I'm, man, come on. Like, I'm like, what you talking about pressure? Like, this pressure video call? Like, what you talking about? Yeah. So I'm talking on the phone with him, and he's like, yeah, man, like, what job do you want? And that kind of caught me off guard, bro, because I didn't know what job I wanted. I'm like, I know you got a sales position, da-da-da. Then he's like, do you have any experience in sales? I'm like, I mean, honestly, I've been running my own business for the past 7 years. So yeah, I had to sell things. Da-da-da. Nah, man, like, do you have real experience in sales? I'm like, yeah, man, like, you're not really qualified for this position. You don't got a master's degree. You don't got this. You don't do that. And he just kept saying, he was just like bashing me, bro. This is the first time like this ever happened. He just kept saying, yeah, man, you're not qualified for this position. I'm like,
what?
Not qualified? What do you mean not qualified? But this what really got me.
Come on, man.
He said, mind you, as he's saying this about the sales position, I'm going on LinkedIn to look at other job opportunities. So I'm like, yo, what about this health? It was like something health and fitness type thing. Cause I knew that was, I'm like, you can't say I'm not qualified about this. Yeah. I'm like, can you tell me about the health and fitness type job, like sales job you got? He's like, yeah, man, this position is more for like a person who used to work in a gym. Mind you, saying everything that I was, like, might have been a personal trainer, got relationship with gyms, da-da-da. I'm like, with all due respect, sir, like, this is me. He's like, nah, man, you just not qualified. And he kept saying that to me, bro. Wow. And that moment right there, bro, turned me up so bad. And I just was like, you know what? I said to him when I hung up the phone, I said, look, man.
Tell me what you said.
There's gonna be an opportunity when I talk to you again. And I guarantee you that you're gonna eat them words. I said that. I called him bro and all that. I said, look, bro, I guarantee you the next time we talk and I have an opportunity to even work with Celsius or whatever, you gonna remember this conversation. I'm gonna show you how qualified I am.
Come on, man.
Straight like that.
Love it. Bro, let me just say.
Straight like that. Bro, but that had, I remember I called you.
I remember,
listen, turned up. He said, had me qualified. I'm like, you don't even know who you talking to.
I can't believe you're still drinking that.
Yeah. I was about to say that too. But bro,
I know, bro, but I love Celsius, bro. I don't even want to talk about it on the joint, but like, that joint had me turned though, bro. I ain't gonna care. I know.
I love that story, man. I think
it's a great story.
People need to hear that, bro. Like, that's man, thank you for sharing that, bro. I've been waiting for you to share that story because that story turned me up, bro. Somebody telling you no. Somebody feeling like you're not qualified. Somebody, oh yeah? All right, watch this.
Yep.
Watch this.
And that's why and I truly believe, bro, like, even through this whole process when I'm looking for jobs and all that, I'm like, look, God just want me to keep doing what I'm doing, bro. Like, I've been doing it for the past, like I said, I had to tell Dev, like, dang, I had to think about it. I'm like, yo, I've been doing, like, it's not like I haven't been surviving, like, being an entrepreneur. Like, I had my own spot for 4 years.
Yeah, bro.
Then took a step back. Now I'm here doing, like, so, like.
Yeah.
Bro, and there are so many people who could take those words that he was saying to you and believe them. There's people who will hear that and feel down because of someone just said that to them. But something that what I love about you, I love about she, love about Matt is no one can knock y'all off. You believe in yourself so much that dude wasn't right. he was wrong, and you gonna prove him wrong, and that inspires me, bro.
Man, I almost wanted to get a job there, bro, just because of that. Like, look, bro, y'all don't know who you. I wanted to. He said, "Yeah, man, we expect people to come in here and get things done in a week. How you know I can't do that?"
Facts. Because you could, and bro,
Yo,
not many people think like you, bro.
it's crazy because I got a similar story like that, but I ain't gonna share
Tell it.
I can't. Nah. And it's about the sponsorship stuff. I remember those people who didn't answer that email or answer that text or felt like, you're not big enough, or your show's not this, or your show's not that, or whatever thought that you had.
Yeah.
You gonna eat them words, man. I promise, yo, because we in them big rooms and we were some big dogs, man. Because, I mean, that's the energy that, like, I love this conversation, bro. I love the fact that we even chose to even talk about this. And when it pertains to social media, when it pertains to COZZI, when it pertains to everything that we're talking about, man, I just want to continue to keep building this, bro. Like this part of the show and the community part of it, this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Like having this kind of conversation, I think that this is something that we all need to be talking about. Like we be thinking that we all winning, but we really not. And to be honest, sometimes we be even I love Austin's point of view, saying how much we inspire like him.
Yeah, bro.
But at the end of the day, it's a trifecta. It's all around. Cause it's times where I don't got it. Like I really don't have it. It's times where Matt don't have it. You don't got it, Kenny. And at the end of the day, like, bro, when we get in that group chat or we get on that phone together, it's like, yo, we doing this, we doing that. Let's do this, let's do that. And that's what makes it feel like, yo, we're living for something. We have a purpose for something. We have something that is driving us. And it's Showtime Speaks, bro. So,
yeah.
You guys, you guys got anything else, man?
Yeah, I have one thing.
Yeah, come on, man.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I recently became friends with Sheed.
Yeah, bro.
And one thing I love to do with my friends is I love reading.
Yeah,
I read every night before bed. I think that's the best way to calm the mind.
Yeah.
I like to pick books that really relate to me, inspired me, but then also books that I feel like relate to the friend in my life and what they're going through. And pick The Alchemist.
I heard a lot about that book.
I don't know if anyone's ever read it, but just the back alone, it says, the whole point of the book is to realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. And I feel like that's what we're talking about daily on this podcast, right? Is achieving our destinies, achieving our personal goals, just achieving things for us, not for others. And yeah, I wanted to give you this book, bro. I'll pass it down.
Man.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that up.
My first gift on a pie, yo.
Yeah, Kenny, we were forced to read it in high school. So one thing I'll say is we were forced to read it in high school, and I've read it 3 times, bro. And every time it's hit differently. Yeah. And I read it 2 months ago, and like we were all in this transitional point. In a part in the book, he's at a great job. He's working as a crystal merchant, and that's not his goal. His goal is to find the treasure under the pyramids. But he's stable. He has this amazing job, and he's fighting with these demons of, does he chase his personal goal or does he stay comfortable? And that's where I'm at in life. I've been very comfortable with my job recently. I work for someone else and it's been whatever. And I realized I want more. I want to build something for me. I want to branch off and build a community of my own. And so, it's comfortable, push your boundaries. And
and I just want to make a point too, fellas, too, right? Like, there's also nothing wrong with having a job. Let's put that out there too, right?
100%.
Because like, because like sometimes people think like, you know, like entrepreneur, like to be real, entrepreneurship not for everybody.
No.
Yeah.
Now, I mean,
not at all.
It's not. And it doesn't mean that like you can't have a job and still be still have your business too. So like,
or
I just want to throw that out there too. Like, you know what I mean?
Because if you want to be real, you're an entrepreneur, right? You have to apply to other jobs. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in a place where I also have to maybe start applying at restaurants, applying other places because the entrepreneur lifestyle is up and down. I had 3 amazing years. Now I'm kind of going down, but I'm figuring it out. So it's definitely not for everyone. You have to be kind of like we've been talking about. You have to have faith in yourself, man.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to get through those down down times.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't think entrepreneurship is the answer for people. I think for the people in this room, definitely can speak for myself. I am not happy working for someone else. So, like, I'm fine working with people.
Yeah.
So, but my day to day answering to what I want to do or whatever, like I want it to I want to do what I want to do, and because I also feel like that's kind of why I got into hairdressing too, was because it was a commission based business. So the more effort you put in, the more you get back. Like I want to be in control of how much income, because money was not, like, my family didn't have a lot of money growing up. So I saw happiness when we did get money. Like I remember fully this one day when I was a kid, we got this random check for some kind of, like, you know, those random lawsuit things that come in and they're like, fill this out because you could be part of this lawsuit or whatever. I guess my family did that. And one day we just got a random like $3,000 check. And it was literally the happiest moment. Like, my family was just like, through the, you know, because it was something that never happened to us ever. So, like, I think just like growing up and seeing, when you grow up and there's like financial struggles and stuff, like, for me, financially has always had its own like definition of, like, financial success could just make things less stressful. Yeah. And now you realize, like, as you start to become like, it doesn't really, it does make you more comfortable. Yeah. But there's still obviously like stress and everything. But I think, like, for me, it's just trying to figure out, like, I don't know, just what you need to do something that makes you happy. Yeah. And, like, whether that's working for someone, but as long as you're true to yourself, I think that's like the ultimate success, is because I would have been happy working for, like, I say, thank God that didn't happen. And I don't even know why I say that, because I would be happy doing that. Yeah. You know, traveling and teaching and doing the thing that I wanted to do. But at the same time, I wouldn't have had the success that I have now, because I'd be working for somebody and it just wouldn't have been the same. Yeah, man. So, you know, I think you're right, Kenny. Like, I don't think the point of this is to say that you don't want to work for somebody. You want to work for the right person. You want to be doing what you love, being true to yourself, working with people that you love. Like, that's the ultimate success.
And feel like you're appreciated. Yeah. You want to feel like appreciated. You want to feel like the work you're doing is appreciated and not just a number. For me, at least, another statistic. That's always been with 100%. Me.
Yeah. This was a really good conversation, man. I think that to tie things in together, man, build the community, be appreciative of the things that and the people that come into your life. Don't accept no for an answer. Put God first. Continue to love on each other. Appreciate the things that do, like the positivity, like the positive things that happen in your life, like the people, COZZI, the family. It just, when you lose people, you feel like it's the end of the world, but sometimes it's the beginning of a new beginning. And COZZI, I know you're going to be watching the show, man, and I just want to tell you how much I love you, man, how much I love doing business with you. I love your family. I love what you stand for. I'm here with you. I just thank you for believing in ShowTime Speaks and what we're building. Continue to walk on this journey with us, y'all. Continue to be with us. You already know. It's always going to be ShowTime Speaks.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.